Hey, everyone's been asking me what are the big differences about things in Europe, so I'm going to make a video showing a lot of it. So we'll start off with outlets because that's obviously everyone's first question. Here you'll see the outlet cords, prongs are vertical here and they're a little farther spaced apart. You see there to the side, that's the ground. I'll show you one of the plugs to it. You can see here you've got one of the bigger plugs. This one has the slots here on the side that connect to the ground. This is similar to the 3-prong plug-in in the United States. Go look at a converter real quick. Oh, not that one. Here we go. So here is a United States plug-in with a converter. Connects there, makes it work. If it is a 3-prong, you can just go ahead and connect it and let the prong sit there in the middle. It doesn't miss anything because, well, it's not connected to anything. Cat tax. Another thing that is completely different is the light switches here are kind of a tab system, a square that goes up and down. This took a little while to get used to. This is kind of neat. The light for the bathroom is on the outside of the door, and it's kind of got a little occupied indicator, so you don't go busting in on someone who's in the bathroom. The toilets also have a tab system that flushes. You just push here on the bottom to flush the toilet instead of a handle that you jiggle. Most European bathrooms have a bathtub instead of a shower. You've got this faucet here that's pretty standard. This stand-up shower has the double faucet with the cold and the hot feed. Now when you're in this tiny little shower and you bump against the hot feed, it hurts like hell. The dryer is pretty standard. It takes a little longer because what it does is it brings water in and heats it up in the dryer itself. It's more efficient, it uses less water, most of the stuff comes out pretty dry. That's the washer, sorry. The dryer, the lint screen's not terribly different from what you would see in America. This is what is completely different though. There is a water basin here that collects water as it dries, and pretty much between every single load you have to empty it, otherwise it won't work. Kept forgetting about this every time I was doing the laundry. Let's see, the next thing that's pretty interesting are the windows. The windows are set up differently from in America. This handle here works 3 different ways. Sideways, or down it's locked. Sideways, the window opens outward like so. And there's no bug screen, unfortunately. Now, if you fold it upward, what happens is it pivots from the top. It looks like the window's going to fall in on you, but it's actually just letting air in, which is pretty nice. You can also kind of mess it up and turn it sideways here, and then it's only pivoting from one point, which is a good way to break the window. If you'll notice, there are no shades to be drawn if you want privacy or you don't want the sun to come in. You grab this little cord and give it a yank and let it loose, and this metal shutter on the outside falls down and covers the window. And then if you let it go all the way, it gets almost completely dark where you can't actually see anything in the room. This is an old phone jack, but nobody uses it, so whatever. Another thing that's fairly different and takes quite a bit of getting used to is that the dishwasher is not automatic. You have to manually turn between the cycles, otherwise it'll just sit on one cycle and won't get anything done. So you can't just load it, run it, and forget it. which is rather unfortunate. The door here to the patio is also the same style as I mentioned before, turning it sideways to open it outward, or turning it up to open it, just to let some air in from the top. And of course, this door is broken, so it doesn't go back on right. There's about 4 different types of recycling. You've got plastics, garbage, and mostly cardboard. But the plastic one also takes aluminum and cardboard. The bottles, when you buy a bottle of something, you pay about 10 cents extra at the store. And then you take the bottle back to the store and plug it into a machine, and it'll give you a coupon for 10 cents for every bottle that you've put in. So you really got to save those and return them. I think that's probably about it. There is no central heating or air conditioning in almost any house in Europe. For heating, you've got a radiator that just pumps hot water through the house, and when you have a pretty small water heater, it uses it up pretty quickly. I'd say that's about it. We've got this converter here when we need to run bigger American style products that you just fire it up, makes a lot of noise, and you can plug whatever the hell you want into it. Yeah, I think that's about it.